So as promised, these are going to be my fitness classes. I'm going to move into trying to do them live, but I think starting off it's better to upload, sort of edit them myself and upload them. Well, not really edit them. And try and get some feedback from you guys. So whether you like what you see, whether you dislike what you see, and like, oh, you should do it this way. And also timings. So I'm not really a morning person, so I'm not going to do them early in the mornings. But for you who's watching, like, you know, would you like the live stream classes to go up at, say, around lunchtime, around the evenings, and what days? I've looked it up, and it seems mornings on Saturday, which I'm happy to do. Mornings on Sunday, and evenings on Monday through Thursday. People like to have Friday off. I'm the opposite. I love to do it on a Friday because then you go out to wherever and you've gotten the workout done. But anyway, so this class is going to be as basic as they come. Anyone is going to be able to do it through ability because you set your own pace, and then also through what you need, which is absolutely nothing. I've got a mat here, that's the maximum amount. Now something else is music being played. So I'm going to try and play some live music that I downloaded just by the Chemical Brothers, but I don't want to infringe on copyright, so this might be coming in mute, so I'm going to try and do as much body language as possible to show what we're doing. We're going to do a basic warm-up and then just some HIIT training, high intensity interval training, I'm sure everyone's heard of it, and then some stretching. It will not last more than 30 minutes. Now I'm going to get started. If the music will play. So again, in your comment section, if you don't like the music or you have a suggestion for something that is live and not an album, because otherwise it could infringe copyright law. So starting off, nothing bizarre, 30 seconds of jogging on the spot. If you have knee injuries or anything like that, if you're stepping up, just make sure that your knee is coming all the way up, equal line with your hip. So not like this, all the way up. So nice and light, nice and bouncy. Okay, down to the floor, and what we are doing is we are bringing one leg up to the side, getting into a stretch, while also going to the other side and doing the same thing. Okay, now we're moving into a press up. So similar to a yoga pose, if this is too hard, you can drop your knees down. Push your bum back up nice and high into the air, stretch out the hamstrings a little bit, and then do the same thing. Dive down, try and get the nose as close to the ground as possible. Push back up. Okay, next one, just simple bodyweight squats. Again, we're not really into exercise mode at the moment, we are just warming the body up. Making sure that your hips go back and your knees go out. Don't worry so much about knees going forward above the ankles. That's not as bad as people make out. So, knees going outside, that's the main thing. Okay, and now right leg doing a metronome. So the leg comes up, don't flick the leg up, raise your leg up and bring it down. Okay, switch to the other leg. So 30 seconds with each exercise if you haven't already worked it out. Okay, and going back into the first exercise, which is just high knees. nice and bouncy. Okay, back down to the floor. And we are bringing our legs up, stretching into our groins, and then opening up our legs. Okay, and then back up into the sort of down dog position, going through some yoga phases. Down, lower the elbows. Don't worry about doing it fast. Under control the whole time. Control the movement, control your body. Okay, push yourself back up, get more of a little stretch, and then into the squats. Nice and wide base. Make sure the knees are driving outwards as you go down. So knees out, back, not flopping over like that. Nice and tall like you're looking straight. Alright, right leg. If you need a little wall to do this, no problem whatsoever. So, nothing wrong with doing that. You're trying to warm up your leg, not try to do a balancing act. My dog just got sick. Kinky, no, no. And now she's trying to eat it. Alright, sorry, switch the legs 15 seconds ago. Keep going if you're actually doing this. I doubt it, but. The joys of multi-species fatherhood. Okay, so we would have been just doing the jogging, but now at this point it's 30 seconds past the 6-minute mark, so we are back into lizard pose, is what it's called in yoga, I believe. Alternate between the legs, no need for anything weird. If you can't get all the way up, just get as far as you can, but really do try to get into a stretch on the inside of the groin. So that's complete now. We're getting into the back of your hands up, so your bum goes nice and tall, your hips go nice and tall, and lower down, sweep down in between, and then push back up. Raise your hips into the ground or into the air, and do the same again. Big deep breath in, down and up. Exhale on your way back up. And do one more. And get your knees up. Okay, into raising our right leg Doesn't matter if it's the left leg first. Kinky, kinky, hey, down. And she's trying to eat the tool that was used to clean up her sick. She's a cutie, isn't she? Alright, and switch the legs. Remember, don't flick the legs up. Raise them up as far as is comfortable, and then bring them back down. We want to warm up our ass, basically. We're warming up our ass while stretching out our groins a small amount. And do one more. Okay, now we're going to do, take a little break first, and then we are going to go into 4 minutes of 4 different exercises, 60 seconds each exercise, and then a minute's rest. So it's going to take 5 minutes to do, and again, this is more of an intense warm-up, but it is essentially a warm-up. Because it is not that intense. So it's going to be similar to what we just did. So starting off, leg comes up, extending out to the side, and back in. So up, extending out to the side, and back in. Sorry, 30 seconds again for each exercise. And we do 2 sets. So it is 5 minutes, but it's 2 sets. Do one more. And back in, change your legs. So nice and tall, out to the side, warming up each individual leg and still just getting into a good stretch here. So knee nice and tall, driving out to the side and then back in. Okay, next we're doing something called a pogo. So you're balancing on your right knee, right leg, left leg goes back. Try to extend your leg out as much as possible and then throw your knee up in the air. So it's a sprinting move, a balance from a sprinting move. So out, extend your body out, like so, and then opposite arm to leg, up into the air. So right knee up, or say left knee up, right hand forward, bring the opposite back, and pick up, and switch. So now it is your right knee up, left hand forward, extend out, get nice and low, and accelerate nice and high. Extend again, start opposite hand forward, just like you would when you're sprinting, down and up nice and high. Alright, break for 30 seconds. So think about how you would start a run. You'd be down like this, hand cocked back. It's no different, except it's elongated. So remember, don't be bothering with protein shakes or pre-workout supplements, any of that nonsense. Coffee and creatine is all you'll ever need. Okay, so next we are going back to our leg extension out and back in. So as you can tell, we're working on our balance with these exercises, but we're not too worn out because it sort of defeats the purpose if you wear yourself out and then try and do balance exercise, because you just can't do it properly. One more. Alright, switch the legs. I should have mentioned with this one, try not to touch the wall because, like I said just there, it was a balancing exercise this time. One more. Okay, and starting on our left knee up, right hand forward, down, change over, and jump in the air. So, opposite hand to knee, switch them at the back, and same again. Extend out nice and long. Reset if you muck it up. Okay, and switch legs. I'll do it from the front this time. So, right leg up, hand forward. Extend out. Extend out. Okay, and take a 30 seconds break. So now what we're going to go in for is 8 minutes, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. And it's something I've been using for years because I really like it. It's good for absolutely every kind of sport, really. You go as hard as you want. It's called a super burpee, or I call it super burpee. And 15 seconds, you can get through one round of this. So 3 of these rotations is par. So I'll just demonstrate what it is now before we get going. So you start off in a press-up position. One leg comes up, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we do a press-up. Down, back up. If you want to do a clap press-up, I wouldn't advise it. I think they're bad for your wrist. Or if you want to drop to your knees, like so. Make sure your chest gets to the ground though. That's the most important thing. So this is no good. It is better to drop all the way to the ground and then slide your bum back and get back up than doing the knees. These are shit. So we do our press up, down, back up, legs come up, do a jump in the air. You can do a tuck jump if you want to make it harder, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 star jumps. Okay, so we're going to get started with this in 30 seconds. We are just repeating it for 45 seconds with 15 minutes rest, and we're going to do 8 of them. It's always a good sign when the person running your fitness classes has to count their fingers. 15 seconds is very short, by the way. It's just catching your breath and then back at it. So 5, 2, and off we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press up. Shoot the feet up. Jump in the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and that's exactly 15 seconds. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press up. Shoot the feet up. Jump in the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press up. Shoot the feet in. Jump in the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And break. 1 down. Okay, and back at it. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Jump in the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, one more. I'm going to try and get it fast. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Break. So when it's break time, stop wherever you are. Don't try and finish out. And back at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2. One more. 10 seconds left. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3, 4, 5. Break. That was a late break again. And start it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. And down, 15 seconds remaining, should get one more in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. Break. So we're halfway done. 4 more to go. As you can probably tell, I haven't done this in a while. And then we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But then again, I was taking chemotherapy medication yesterday. So what's your excuse? Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. And pause. Weigh you. Okay. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press up. 1, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. Papa Bear is working. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to correct this because I realize I don't need my feet there. It's just cutting up the mat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, time. Someone slowed me down. I don't know what. That's 6. 2 more to go. And start her up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press up. 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 more to go. 15 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Break. Last one. Press off first. 3, 2, 1, go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. Take a break. So we're going to stretch out, and that's it. Nice and simple. Anyone can do it at home. Little to no space needed. You can probably see that I have a fair bit of space here, but that's all for a camera angle. I've been able to do this in a hall, and I have actually done it in the hall when I first went to university. What do you want? What do you want? You didn't work out. You sat there in the sun. You're nothing. You didn't earn shit. See, you don't even have the athleticism to get in there. Alright, 15 more seconds and then we get into our stretches. So, starting off, up nice and high. If you have a pillow, it'd be nice, but it's not needed. Slowly lower your leg back while pressing your hips forward, and you should be getting into a really nice stretch just there on your hip flexor. Make sure your shoulders are back as you lower your knee to the floor. Once your knee goes to the floor, palm of the foot, sole of the foot to the sky. Driving your hips forward at this angle. So as you can tell, it's very similar to how we warmed up. 10 seconds remaining, focus on your breath, and actually I don't like to stretch the music. Hopefully you feel the same. Now, right leg out to the side, creating a space where you can go down into the center. You want to try and keep your hips and your upper body in line. Let me see, can I show what we're doing here straight ahead? So, we're forward, hip goes out to the side, but the body maintains going down to the front. "30 more seconds on this, I hope. Otherwise I've gone a minute longer than I should have on this. It's a minute each stretch. And 3, 2, 1. Okay, next thing we're going to do, you do need some soft for this. Usually, you're trying to keep your shin parallel. So that means perfectly like your hips and your leg make a T. So I'll need a little bit back here and to a T like so. Make sure that you've got a lot of support for this one. If you need to make it harder, you can move your knee backwards, and that should give you the depth to get right down nice and low. If you can get your knee to the ground, good. A lot of ladies are able to do that from doing yoga. Any lads that can do it, very, very impressive if you can. Probably from doing jiu-jitsu or some sort of a martial art, dancer. Okay, and that's 60 seconds. So now we go back up and do the same thing. exact same thing, but on the far side. So starting off, opposite leg goes back. So the leg that was just being stretched goes back, and the same hip flexor gets stretched. So if you need reminders on how to do this, go back and just re-watch the footage for the explanation. Nice deep breaths in, and when you exhale, try to push deeper into the stretch. So kinky, stop. Five more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Same again on this leg. Left leg goes out to the side, creates the space, and we are praying. Pray to Mecca. Make sure you're facing Mecca. Otherwise, Jesus will be very pissed off at you. He was one of the prophets in Islam, if you didn't already know that. There's the fun fact for the day. So you're trying to get your elbow close to your ankle with this one. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and same again on your left side. So try to get your ankle lined up with your knee that's on the floor. That helps, I find. And tilt to the side. Try to keep your shin, like I said before, in a T. Hopefully that camera angle helps. If you weren't able to see it, leave a little comment, and I'll try the next time we're doing this to angle it better so that it is much more clear at home. 20 more seconds. Again, use your breathing. Inhale and then exhale to get it deeper. Use your forehand to keep your knee in line. I find I use my other hand to keep my foot in line. And that should be it. Yeah, 3 seconds over. So, I failed you saying that it was going to be a half an hour because it ended up being 31 minutes. So, I'm an awful human being. Now, what I would like to do with these classes is bit by bit work my way up and do a sort of a cycle where I'm showing people that have absolutely no equipment to people who are bothered making some home equipment, and then all the way up to people actually using gym equipment, such as a kettlebell, which quite a few people have, and kettlebells for what you can do with a kettlebell, they are very good value because you can, it's your creativity and sort of what you can look up online that limits you, because they really can be used for so many things. Dumbbells as well, limited by their creativity, but one advantage of a kettlebell is that you can play around with its weight a lot more. If something is 16 kilos, you usually have to be far more creative with a dumbbell to make it last in a lot of different ways. But yeah, so I'll work my way up to kettlebells, but that will actually be quite at the end. So something that I would like people to do is the next time I'm going to do something that is more for resistance training, and it actually includes your biceps, because if you are using, and your back, if you are doing bodyweight exercises without some sort of a bar, it's very impossible to work the back and work your biceps, all the pulling muscles. So if you want to chime in, see what the next class is, what I would like anyone to do is do a bit of an art attack, and any milk cartons or water bottles, hang on to them and fill them up, because all we're going to use is some plastic shopping bags and something like this, which will actually mimic a kettlebell. It's going to be a budget one, but I'll show you ways that you can actually make very light weights into very heavy ones by simply doing exercises such as extending out to the side or making sure that your bicep curls are slow on the way down and don't go all the way up. They stay in the working area, and you'll find that 4 kilos quickly becomes very, very heavy fast. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video and you want to tune in for when it's live and when I'm able to, you know, get some live feedback from people saying X, Y, and Z and seeing if we can improve it together, because this is something that I'm putting up for other people, ultimately to boost the channel and boost donations to the cancer charity that I'm working on. But yeah, so let me know if you guys are interested, in times when you would be interested, what kind of exercises you'd be interested, if people are actually interested in the whole home workout thing, that's resistance training at all, or are the people that are really care about that sort of stuff, would they just spend the money on getting, you know, a set of dumbbells? So yeah, please let me know, and yeah, have a good day. Love and kisses.